Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter, still having a sit down. The old knees hurt today. Been doing a lot of things trying to get ready to head out for a few days. And I wanted to touch base a little bit with what you can expect moving forward. Some of you may remember I posted 4 laminated leg blanks that I had found over yonder. Those are going to be used for some sort of a sharpening station. It may be just 4 legs and some 2x4s and a top. Very simple. But I have a bench grinder I need room for. I have a 3-foot piece of granite that has to go on top of that for flattening soles of planes and testing. It's not a machinist testing plate, but it's a 1.1/8 thick piece of granite. It's pretty heavy. So that's going to be one of the key pieces to designing the sharpening station. One of the things I'd like to include in the sharpening station are retractable wheels, so it can be moved. I don't need it stationary in the same place all the time, but most of the time it should be on one side of the workbench. And as we get to that point, I need to determine if we're going to have a right-hand workbench or a left-hand workbench. Still trying to see. There's pros and cons to both. So there's that. Then we've got the box sitting over there from Japan to open up and learn and evaluate what's in there. And then I got this package in the mail today. I saw something years ago. I had a set of these. And for some reason, I never used them, and somebody wanted them, so I sold them. But I've been looking at chisels. Now, there are lots of new chisels out there that are absolutely phenomenal, but they're way out of my price range. I mean, excuse me, I told you I was tired. I mean, there's one chisel, and I'm not going to mention names because I'm not promoting another company. There's one chisel out there, I think it's like hundreds of dollars for one chisel. And while it is a phenomenal chisel, that's beyond me. So I was fortunate enough to stumble Now, this wasn't cheap, okay? I can tell you right now, I could buy 10 sets of Aldi chisels for what I paid for these. But in the grand scheme of things, I got a complete set for that. And there's more chisels, and there's a couple of big ones in here. Like my filing system. So these, some of you may recognize the shape of the handle. It is spelled M-I-F, is it M-I-F-F? No eyeglasses on. Nope, just one F. M-I-F-E-R. So there is I probably really should have my eyeglasses on. What looks like a 1/4 inch, a 3/8, that's a 5/8. That's the half. So 1/4, 3/8, 5/8. That's the 1 inch. Three-quarter. Inch and a 1/4. And this is why I think I got a pretty good deal. This is a oh, I can't read it. I'm thinking it's 1.5 inches. Yes, 1.5 inches. Now, the only negative is the 1 inch is missing its ring. So, this one is kind of loose on the 1.25 inches. What I might do is see if I can't carefully get that one off and see if I can't make one. Yeah, that one's loose too. So there you have it. 3, 6, 8 chisels for less than $10 each. And this one by itself is worth the purchase. Now, they're going to need a little bit of cleaning. And it does not look like no. The 1.5 inches has not been initiated. You know what I mean by initiated? It means set up. And the 1 1/4 has not been set up. And I don't typically like these plastic covers, but for now they're on. The 1 inch, nope, has not been initiated. 3/4, nope. I'm guessing these are brand new. Now there's a sticker missing from here, but that could just fall off due to dry rot. And the ring, and I've got to yeah, we'll figure something out. Now, the reason why I have been looking for chisels is the Aldi's chisels are okay, but they were only $7 a set. So these are brand new. Never been used. I like a little bit of the smaller handle on the smaller chisels. It gives them a little bit more balance. Naturally, the bigger ones have bigger handles. But for a 1/4-inch chisel, you don't need a monster handle. That's why I don't understand some of the new manufacturers making the same size monstrous handle all the way down to 1/4-inch and 1/8 inch. That's crazy. It should be graduated. They should be graduated. And in today's world, now I know this for a fact because I used to own a CNC lathe. It used to sit right where I'm sitting, 4,000 pounds of machine. When I would design a baseball bat, I'd set my design for a particular length, and typically I would do it on a 33-inch bat. Then, if somebody wanted a 34-inch bat or a 32-inch bat, we had a program where we could shrink either the entire bat or just a section of the bat. So, if I wanted to maintain the handle up to the logo, I would only shrink or extend the barrel end, all right, which would add or reduce the weight on the end of the bat. So there's a lot of things that, but if I were designing a tool handle, I would go to the 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch and come up with a perfect tool handle. But then for the 3/8, 1/4, and 1/8 inch, I would graduate them down a little bit in diameter and in length. And it's easy to do on the computers nowadays. Yep, never been used. So that's about it for this one. I'm curious. I'll probably take either the 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1 inch, maybe just the 1 inch, and initialize that. So what initializing is on chisels and plane blades is you test and flatten the back. All right. And on this particular one, you would want to just go to a fine stone first that you know is flat, and you would polish the back and see if there's any hollows or bellies. And if there is, then you have to drop down in grit until you can get that flat. And you don't have to do all the way up to the bolster. You just have to do this front section here. And I believe these are a combination of like, it's probably got a tang that goes down into the handle, but it has the tapered flare here like you would see in a socket chisel. But these are the type that you can hang up, and in the winter, the handles don't fall off, typically. So that's what initializing is. Initializing is making the back flat and polished to a mirror finish, then honing your bevel and polishing that, and then testing it. And it looks to me like they took this easily past 25 degrees, but we'll see. I'll put the protractor on it and we'll see. So that's about it for this one. I am looking at some other chisels like these to see if I can't find another one that I can get a ring And I've been trying to find out the company that bought this company out to see if they have spare parts. So like, subscribe, and share the video. Head out to your shop. See if you got a mail call. Walter out.